Hello, Paterson. This is Sirrano Keith Baldeo. Oh, a lot of people thought they'll never see me again, but here I am. I just wanted to introduce you to my new studio. I have a lot has been happening to me, but before we get into that, I just wanted to show you this sign. Every September since 2010, this poster, or one like it, was hung over the steps and the entrance to Paterson City Hall, recognizing Christians in the city. I authored a resolution to designate September as Christian Heritage Month, and every mayor, besides this one, has hung this to recognize the Christian people. So now that Islam is fully implemented in the city by this mayor and a lot of the council members, we're no longer allowed to hang Christian signs to represent who we are, City Hall. But that's who you voted for. Anyway, this is my new studio. I have been working on it. I have been contemplating. And the reason I'm doing this video is just introductory to tell you what I went through real quickly and where I'm going. So, as you know, I went through hell in the city of Paterson. You know, I read a lot of the gospel, and a lot of men were sent to people that would never listen to them, will never receive them. And so I found it very difficult in the city of Paterson, myself speaking to people, telling them the truth about a corrupted government and people they elect, knowing that they weren't going to hear me, knowing that the majority was not going to listen to me and vote their way anyway. This is not new. It is historic as far as the gospel that I serve is concerned. A lot of times we go out and we speak to people, knowing and God telling us they're not going to listen to you. But I need you to speak to them anyway, all the way down to Jesus Christ. Speak to them, tell them the truth. They're not going to listen to you, and they're going to prosecute you, charge you, fine you, and you still have to speak anyway. Hence my interest into the city of Paterson, and announced to be there. I made no kind of big money there, but it was in my spirit to be there to tell you the truth, even though most of you rejected me. But for the ones that didn't, the ones that stood by me and trusted me, and I know God knows your heart, you will see the truth one day. And even the people that rejected me are now calling me up, asking me for help. A police officer rejected me from an Islamic event where Sayegh caused a lot of problem, your current mayor. And today he actually walked me out and told me to leave. And now he's calling me back for help. For himself or somebody else. Another person, top government official, wouldn't take any of my calls, was on the side of these corrupted officials. Now she's in trouble. Who should call? Me. People telling other people who to call. Sirrano. Well, he's going to not like me because I did this to him, I did that to him. It doesn't matter to me. You need help, I'm here. So for 3 years, I went through a lot of spiritual, mental, emotional challenges because of what I went through in the city of Paterson. I had corrupted judges, about 6 of them. I had a corrupted prosecutor. I had corrupted lawyers. I had 12 corrupted officials. I had even the governor, I heard, went after me when I charged 7 Paterson council members with abusing their power and was going to grand jury. Governor Phil Murphy was running for office. Wouldn't it look good that 7 Paterson council members was going to grand jury? So they blocked that case. They called in Ernest Caposela, I heard. He was the one. I filed ethics charges against him. I did everything to expose this guy. And he called up every judge that he could to punish me, according to a sheriff officer who spoke to me off the record. And I know exactly what he did. But I'm going to tell you about the $10 million lawsuit I filed against the city of Paterson. I was asked to do a settlement conference, and I don't know if I want to do a settlement conference. I didn't file this for money. Money is a form of punishment. But if they're not going to pay, if nothing is coming out of their pocket, then what's the use? I get money and I go away. It doesn't make sense to me. I wasn't bred that way as a Christian. You have to make them be held accountable. Look, I know you care about these people and they hug and they kiss you, but look at your city. Look at the crime, look at the murders, look at their drugs. Look at the dilapidating businesses leaving and the developers pumping money with the corrupted officials so they can own property and build stuff for outsiders to come in and live. I just got a call from the housing authority that the developer, Charles Florio, in bed with the politicians, who aided them in targeting me and my wife, was bringing in people from the outside New York to rent his property to, because he's not getting enough money from the people of Paterson. So you're out. You're going out. The reason I wanted to run for mayor was to stop that, was that every contract over $80,000. There's a lot of corruption there. They're not telling you. I wanted to give you back your money. I wanted to stop the bleeding. I wanted to do so much for you. But the day I did my survey and I found that 80% of the people would go vote for me, the elected official, Democratic Party, a whole bunch of people, hired the PI Harry Melber to target me, stalk me. Then they couldn't find any dirt. They went after my wife, who's not into politics like their wives are. And then when I found out they were trying to have me arrested, they were trying to file all these false charges against me, eventually I would have been in jail. So I left. God took me out of the situation. For 3 years, I went through a mental anguish that you could never believe. I don't think anybody can go through what I went through. I went before judge after judge after judge, looking for anything they could to punish me, anything they could. And I had to drop cases like Judge Viola, who runs all the 16 cities. Criminal charges against him went to Bergen County. I went there. The first thing out of the judge's mouth was Judge Viola, who was the corrupt judge in Paterson that was sitting all over the Paterson elected officials. She said, him and I are on the same page. Well, he wants me in jail. He wants me arrested. If you and him are on the same page, why are you on this case? And why is he calling you? He's the one that asked Viola, that I filed a criminal charge against, to fine me $6,900 for filing a complaint against the Paterson officials. They wanted to stop me at any cost, I heard. Anything they could do to stop me in jail, arrest, use the sheriff, use the cops, whatever they could. It became a danger for my wife and myself. I went to the FBI twice, and they turned their backs on me, and I found out that the FBI is good friends with the prosecutor because they do the Homeland Security stuff. Local FBI, I'm not talking about the big one, which we're going now. So they tried to have me arrested, go into my deposition with the lawsuit I had against them last December. I'll explain that to you. They had the PI file 5 months, file a defamation case against me. No trial. No right to call anybody. No right to investigate or call the guy as a witness. Nothing. Just, did you say this? Yes. Punishment. Nothing. I couldn't even prove my case. I'm going to be asking the Texas Attorney General to look into that. Not only that, we're going to bring back Harry Melber on my Facebook page. I published nothing about this guy, but he lied and said I put it in my LLC paper. Judge fell for it. I told the judge was a lie. Judge didn't want to listen to me because I know the judge was listening to the judge in Paterson for his influence, I heard. So all of this is coming out. After 3 years of anguish and praying and praying and praying with so much against me. I mean, I was outgunned, outfunded. I had prosecuted, even the Attorney General's office in New Jersey, that Phil Murphy controls, the ethics board, that Phil Murphy controls, the appellate court that Judge Caposela says I know everybody in there. I was up against all those people, and they all denied trying to help me go further with my case to prove the corruption, so I left. I kind of feel now it's like Moses returning to Egypt to say, let God's people go. They're hurting you. They're hurting your city. They're lying to you. They're saying they're boarding Paterson. Maybe they are, maybe they are not, but they're selling your city out. They're selling you short. Now, if I was the mayor of Paterson today, you would know exactly where your money is. All those people with their hands in your $285 million, I was kicking them out. And I know who they are. I know who they are. And they know I know who they are. So they have funded these corrupted officials to get rid of me. They all got together and did this. And I hope we have a summary judgment they filed when they asked me to come to my deposition. I flew all the way there and they tried to have me arrested. I'll explain that to you. They had the PI sue me, no trial. I was fined $129,000 to punish me, but no trial. That's coming back because now we're going to have a federal judge look into that. And these are things that I posted online, not even in New Jersey, not even in New Jersey. And they said they have rights to me while I'm a Texas citizen. Well, let's find out about the rights that I have over you now. Because when I went to my deposition, they presented false documents. And I caught him. And when I caught him presenting the false documents, they quickly, abruptly ended the deposition. So I won't go any further. And I still screamed out to my attorney. I said, Michael, They deleted all my stuff here that says this is an opinion piece. This is opinion. But I was recording it. I also found in my deposition, they also attacked my Christian faith. They attacked me. Religious discrimination. I'm not sure Paterson was supposed to be able to go after you as a Christian. This is who I am. In Paterson, I offered Christian the opportunity to be recognized, to be counted. But now you have Islam from Marissa Davila, Councilwoman, Lisa Mims, Florio, the current president, all pushing Islam and removing and gutting Christ from that city. And nobody's paying attention. But God is paying attention to you, Christians in Paterson, for not paying attention. I try to warn you. I try to tell you. Recognize your own faith. Recognize who you are. I caught Sayegh saying, when I asked him, do you believe that no one gets to the Father but by Jesus Christ? Because I knew he was a Muslim pretending to be a Christian to get the power. And all you see now is Muslim. Muslim chief of police, Muslim chief judge, Muslim first chief lawyer, all the people he's pushing on the boards, Muslim. You can't use religion. We can't do it. Why is he doing it? And getting away with it. So anyway, this is supposed to be a quick video to let you know I'm back. I had all the premonitions I probably could. I suffered for 3 years emotionally, asking myself. I couldn't ask God because I don't know what he's up to. Why did I have to go through all of this? What was the reason? And I still didn't accomplish defeating the corruption in Paterson. I went through God's Gethsemane, to David's challenges, to all the people that suffered at the hands of the wicked, who were righteous people. And today I came to the conclusion, I'm doing this video today, because I remember Christ saying, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom, for my kingdom. And I think me having fought a fight to protect the name of Christ in the city of Paterson, and now running away. How am I fit for his kingdom if I run? I'd be a coward. But I'm not a coward. I have a lot of courage in me. Not just, my fight was for you. That's why they targeted me. That's why they targeted my wife, to get me, to do to me what they did to Joey Torres, but they couldn't find any evil. So they were chasing my wife down the highway. But all these things I'm holding on to. All these things I struggled with. And now I'm going to turn all these things over, all the criminal acts they committed, while I was still here. They went on my PDF, my newspaper I did in Dallas, and deleted evidence and submitted it in a deposition. They went after my religious faith. They brought up the judge, Ernest Caposela, that's over all the Paterson cases. Am I going to file criminal charges against him? Am I? I wasn't. But now, I have a case with you. As long as this case is open, everybody has to pay. I didn't want to settle. We had a chance to settle the case. I didn't want to settle because it would be selling you out. If I settle this case for nothing without some kind of punishment for them, I am selling you out, Paterson. My mission in Paterson would be a failure because I would take the money, or be selfish, and I'll go away. But what about you? That's not why I was sent there, to benefit. Christ wasn't sent to benefit. He was sent to help. He was sent, and I have to help a people that doesn't want the help. It doesn't know that they need the help. This is historic in the gospel. Go and help a people and tell them the truth, even though they don't want to hear you. Tell them the truth. And that's what I have to do. And today I wouldn't be fit as a disciple of Jesus Christ if I run. If they want to put me in jail, they try to get a warrant to have me arrested when I came to my deposition. Just you wait till you hear that story. And I don't care. Want to arrest me for believing in Christ? Go ahead, judge. These judges are in Union. They won't do it in Paterson because Paterson will find them out. Twice they tried to sue me in Paterson and the judges told them no. They went to Union and they got this judge to back that judge up. He even had it in writing. I control all your cases. All your cases. Anywhere in New Jersey. So when I found out from the sheriff officer that Judge Caposela was calling all the judges to turn cases against me, to discredit me, so I won't make him look bad as the corrupted one. See how smart they are? If they discredit me first, I won't make them or catch them in their corruption, and the judges and the prosecutor. This prosecutor here too. I filed a complaint against her not to keep any of my cases in Paterson. And first she started not doing it, and then now that they control the AJ, they control the ethics board, they control the appellate court, they control all these judges. I have all that against me. And I didn't know how to fight that. And I wish I had more faith than I already have. I wish I had more faith to stand up in their faces and say, I'm not going anywhere. But they would have gotten me somehow. But for now, I know after 3 years of struggling what I struggled with these people. And I'm telling you, if any one of you were going through this, you just walk away. Even years ago, I don't want to go to court and face these guys. I don't want to have a prosecutor down my neck. I don't want to have people trying to set me up and have me get arrested. Oh yeah, wait till you hear those stories. You just leave it alone and walk away. But I wasn't built that way. I wasn't built by God that way. I wasn't trained that way. I was trained to fight. First for others, and then for myself. That's what Christ did. That's what I had to do. So I know a lot of you are not going to listen to me. You're still going to stay with your corrupted elected officials because this is historic. It's historic that once you get wooed by these people and they hug you, they kiss you, they draw you in, you're there. But for the ones that would listen to me, listen to the truth, listen to the corruption, you're the ones that I came to talk to. And to my enemies, all of you who try to set me up, all you judges and all you people from Phil Murphy's campaign that helped that judge block the criminal charges against the 7 Paterson officials because they were afraid that Phil Murphy was going to lose if they were indicted. I'm taking all this and sending it to President Trump and his team, to the AG bar. I'm sending it to the Texas Attorney General's office for them trying to have me arrested. Use my online post to do it. For falsifying evidence on my online post. For attacking my religious faith. The government of Paterson. It's all big about Islam, but as soon as I say I was a Christian, it's a problem for them. Anyway, this is my new studio. I've put my hands to the plow for Christ, and I am no longer going to be looking back or away to walk away. Matter of fact, I put my hand on the sword for him. I drew it in Paterson, and to run now would not be a disciple of his. I'm not fit for that kingdom. But I am if I stay and fight. And for that, I'm rebuilt today. I'm reignited today. And I will continue to fight until these people are brought to justice, including the judges, the prosecutors, and everybody who went after my family. Harry Melber, that corrupted PI. Charles Florio, who had criminal charges against, and they also aided him in dismissing it, saying I had no communication with him when I have a video that shows he was belittling me. The judge says there was no communication to help him out. All these obstruction of justice cases is coming after Judge Caposela and the prosecutor and all of those who was aiding the corruption in Paterson. But I just wanted to give you a quick video to let you know what's happening. I'm coming back, and I'm coming back to fight, and I'm looking for justice. First for what they did to the people of Paterson, for myself, my wife, and for my faith, what they're trying to water it down and remove it in Paterson so they can implement Islam everywhere with the help of Maritza de Villa, Lisa Mims, Florio, Jackson, and everybody who voted for that Islamic law. We're coming. I'm coming. God's coming. And for all you people who side with them, you're going to learn the hard way. You're going to end up calling me for help. All you other elected officials, all you cops, all you people, these Democrats, these people, that party doesn't care about you. They use you for what they can get. And when they finish with you, they're going to turn against you. That cop, they turned against him. They find charges against him in his own precinct. But he thought he was hot for trot to help them out. That other elected official, they keep calling me now. Only Sirrano can help you because he knows better. I know how to deal with these people. And it's time I stand up and show them what God in me is worth. And he will answer them face to face, as the gospel says. This is Sirrano. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.